Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we'd like to do a video about Corbus Morgan versus Fire Siblings, and what is happening right now is they were the hard counters of Fire Siblings, but as time passes, I think less and less often they are the hard counters of Aiden and Kayla. So to provide a little bit of explanation, what happens is when Kayla jams into the center of the enemy team, is when she does all the damage possible. So the idea is you use Corvus with Altar, which is the one you are seeing right now here, the Altar of Souls. And the Altar will do a lot of damage to Kayla and Kayla will die. Okay, so this is the idea, like when Kayla jumps is exactly the moment when the Altar is put in place, the timings matches, and then the Altar kills Kayla and that's it. The risk here is sometimes, depending of the setup, people start to realize that when Kayla jumps into the center, the altar any more longer kills Kayla sometimes. Sometimes there are shields, particularly from Aiden, or particularly if you play with Fafnir and Aiden, that shields Kayla, and then you don't kill Kayla. And then if you don't kill Kayla, and Kayla returns to the the enemy team again, to the center of the enemy team again, then the timings of the altar and the timings of Kayla doing damage or jumping in the center doesn't match anymore, and then you have a lot of chance to lose. Okay. So before, the traditional manner to kill fire siblings is they have, for example, with Tristan and Oya, was using Corbus, Morgan, and Astrid. Astrid is to counter Oya. Okay. The reason of using Morgan is if we go to Morgan, first it has a lot of synergy with Corbus, but the main reason is for the resurrection. Okay. It avoids the resurrection. Okay, like cancel any type of resurrection. So when Aiden, let me go to Aiden, okay, la ultimate, let me see if I find Aiden here, particularly Aiden, because the idea is Corvus kills Kayla, but then when Aiden ultimates, Aiden can resurrect Kayla, and then we have not earned anything. But if his Morrigan is in place, then you will avoid the resurrection, and then you will get also one resurrection point for Morrigan or for your team, which is means you stop the resurrection, but at the same time you gain one resurrection for yourself. Okay, so the idea was always when you say fire sibling, use Corbus Morrigan, something else. Okay, so I would like to show you like why this doesn't work anymore. So let me do battle results. Okay, here. So I have prepared one of the teams that I think has more chance to avoid Kayla to be killed by Corbus. The other teams will be, instead of using Fafnir, as you see here, using Fafnir, Fire Siblings, or Jan Tristan, is instead of using Fafnir, you can use Luther, or you can use Chava, or you can use your own Corbus. The idea is to try to do a lot of damage or stun Corbus in a manner that the altar is not in place when Kayla jumps. Okay, this is a little bit risky. Or the option you are seeing here is the option to using Aiden and Fafnir, because they have both of them shields in a manner that they protect enough Kayla that the altar is not able to kill it. Okay? When this happens, when this Corvus Morgan doesn't happen, is when you have heroes here that has glyphs about 40. I will not mention which of them are, but few of them are glyphs about 40, and probably some of them are already 80. Okay, and you will see how much it changed. For example, versus this team, we have the nature team, so Masi, Albanor, and Mojo. And then we have Corbus Morgan. But we get 7-3. We are not able to kill. Let's see what happens. We have Corbus, but Corbus was not able to kill Kayla. Let's see like what is going on. As you can see for the health, you will imagine that some of these heroes are not level 40. Okay, you see now the altar is in place, but the altar is not able to kill Kayla. Kayla is able to come back, and then the altar has failed killing Kayla. Okay, and this is what happened when Kayla is about 40, and also you have the protection of Aiden and Fafnir. As you see before, this team was able to kill the team on the right, okay, the Soyatistan Fire Siblings, but now not only you are not able to kill it, you don't kill absolutely any of the heroes. Okay, as you see when I tested this 7-3, okay, let's go for example to this one, that's the one we won, and you will see now, depending of the situation, you will be able to kill Kayla. So let's wait for the Kayla jump and from Corvus altar. Altar is like, you will see like a pillar here, then there's damage, this pillar here. Okay, so we are doing damage on Kayla and then we kill Kayla. And because Morgan is in place, when Aiden tries to resurrect, it will not be able to resurrect. Okay, One important thing is you lost Morrigan before Aiden resurrect, and then Aiden tries to resurrect, it will be able to resurrect. So Morrigan need to be alive. As you see, Aiden has tried to resurrect, Kayla has not been resurrected, and then you have 1 point of resurrection. Okay, this works. But you see in the previous video, when Kayla is that high level with the protection of Aiden and Fafnir, or if you don't have Fafnir, you can put Chava, or you can put Corvus, or you can put Luther. There is a chance that the altar does not kill Kayla. Kayla comes back to the center of the enemy team, and then you have failed completely to kill the team. Okay. Let me go to my attacks again. Here. Okay, so the next team I was going, it was with this one, which is Corbus Morgan again with Astrid. The reason of Astrid because of the armor and because it provides Lucas that is very good counter against Oya. Also, Astrid has a lot of armor. Okay, as you see, 0-10. Like you are not able to kill Kayla. Despite having Corvus, you are not able to kill Kayla. This is super important. Okay, let's see what happens here. But this is what I was referring. Like Corbus Morgan is not anymore a valid counter against fire siblings if you are fighting against people with high glyphs teams. Okay. And then you see the altar is being placed, but Kelly is still in the center. So it's not only protected by the seal of Aiden. Okay. So as you see, the damage it's doing is incredible and is what it is. Okay. I cannot tell you like how much damage because I don't want to show the stats of the heroes because it's a guildmate is not my hero, so I don't want to publish how he has set up. I will need to hide this later. Okay, so as you see, the next match is versus using Corvus without Morgan. So Corvus, Nature Team, and Astrid, and you get 1-9. Okay, as you see, you are not able to kill Kayla. Only in this time you were able to kill Kayla. The next one, very similar, but we go back again with Corbus Morgan to try to avoid resurrection, but we play with Massey and Albanor, okay? 0-10, I tried 2 times, 0-10, okay, to confirm that it does not work anymore. Then I went with a version, a modified version, which is using Cascade. Cascade is a very good Cascade and Heidi are very good heroes against fire siblings, and using also Faceless in a manner that I pull out or push back Kayla as soon as possible, but it didn't work. Okay, 10-0 again, unable to kill Kayla. The same than here, unable to kill Kayla. Okay, despite I have Corvus. So the next one was using a tank in front of in a manner that am I able to move things around, and it didn't work. Okay, 10-0 again. Despite I have Corvus in a manner than, I have Clever in a manner than Corvus is protected. I am not able to kill anything of them. Okay, as you see here. It's quite interesting. Okay, finally, I was trying again with Aurora, with Albanor, because Aurora and Albanor has the protection of the Earth rune to see if with higher health I am able to do it with the same idea of protecting Corvus as a second position instead of a first position. But again, you are not able to kill Kayla. Okay, take this into account. So Corbus Morgan, as you see, is not able anymore to kill. The next I did it was using Astaroth because Astaroth bans the energy of the farther hero. I was using Mojo because it stands Tristan. But again, if we go here, we were not able to kill Kayla. Okay, so take this into account because this is how it was right now. Like I cannot use any more some reliability Corbus and Morgan to be able to kill 5 siblings, and this is a problem because one of the reasons people was mentioned Corbus is one of the best 3 tanks currently is because you can kill Kayla, but it's not the case anymore. There is other alternatives to Corbus Morgan, which is Corbus Morgan with Iris and other heroes that do enough damage to Kayla than be able to kill it. But the problem is when you do this and you put that much effort to kill Kayla, man, you go with Corbus, Morgan, Iris, and some other heroes to try to kill as soon as possible Kayla. The problem will be that yes, you will be kill Kayla, but what is going to happen with Tristan and Oya because them alone they are able to do too much damage. As if Oya is level 80, she does a lot of damage with the armor penetration of Tristan. So you can kill Kayla, but you will not be able to kill Oya and Tristan will be able to destroy your team. Okay, so finally I show you like how I was able to kill this team, and the idea is I went with Massey Albanor, Moyo, Cascade, Astrid. So it's the same nature team with Cascade and then using Astrid, okay? You see here, almost is a complete victory. As I mentioned before, this team, and you can see already the whole stats of the team, you will see this team is very high in stats. So using the nature team with the talisman of Massey, very important. And there is something that I need to think about the health skin of Massey. Someone was asking about nature. So probably with the health skin of Massey, it will work. The question here is what happens when I put a tank instead of using Fafnir. So Tristan Oya Fire Siblings with a tank like Clever or like Astaroth or like Corbus, like how this will change against this team. So this is the next steps on the next training I need to do to see how I can be able to kill Fire Sibling with Oya Tristan without the use of Corbus Morgan, because it's not anymore a team I can trust. I cannot trust any more than the altar will kill Kayla. You have a lot of likelihood sometimes, but as you see in all the tests we have done, instead the first one that was 7-3, all the rest were 0-10 losing, despite was using Corbus Morgan versus Fire Siblings, okay? So take this into account. Again, this team is very strong team, okay? It's not, there are multiple heroes, about 40, and some of them are 80, okay? So take this into account. Anyways, let's see a video of how this works. Okay, the idea here is you rely a lot of in the armor of Massey, you rely a lot of on the low magic defense of Oya. Okay, you activate the shield for Aiden against Tristan because you reduce a lot of the life in a manner that the second shield will take a little bit longer to be able to protect Kayla. As you see, like now we are able to kill Kayla, and then we don't care if Kayla is resurrected. Like right now, Kayla has been resurrected, but we are doing that much damage against a team that doesn't have too much magic defense protection. Then we really don't care. Okay, what will happen when Oya get magic defense skin? If she gets at some point, it will be interesting. Okay, but as you see, it was quite straightforward, and damage taken not that much. Healing, you see, there's a lot of healing, particularly from Albanon and Massey, and you see the damage we have done. Okay, I will hide all these values. Okay, I will try to hide as better I can because I don't want people knowing what were the stats. Okay, so take this into account for your next battle because Corbus Morgan is not anymore a hard counter 100% of Fire Siblings.